Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation, and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. It's time to let go of negative thinking, understand why you do what you do, and stop the self-sabotage. With your host, Fran Excel.
Welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel, your resident subconscious success mentor, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. If you want to stop sabotaging your own success and let go of the stress, then you are in the right place, my friend. Make sure you download your free Stressed to Success guided meditation at bit.ly/stressed to success as my little gift to you for being here. Please do subscribe, share, review. It really, really helps people that need to hear this message find us, and I so appreciate it. In the show notes, you will also find details of how you can work with me and where you can get your mitts on my meditations, products, and printables. You can also find it through the link in my bio on Instagram, which is my second favorite place to hang out. So please do come join me over there at I'm Fran Excel. Tag me in your takeaways, slide into my DMs. I am here for it. So that is the formalities over, my love. So let's jump into the content. What do you really need right now? This one is going to be super relevant for everything that's going on right now. By that, I mean lockdown in the UK specifically starting to ease. We have a few more options becoming available to us, right? A little more choice back in our lives. But this question, what do you really need right now, is close to my heart. It's something I use all the time myself and with clients. So I invite you to think about it in the context of right now, but to also use it whenever you need to. Anytime you're feeling anxious, stressed, having a wobble, in a bit of a funk you can't seem to shake, or feeling overwhelmed or out of control, I find it helpful in any and all of those situations. So I really hope that you do too. So what do you need right now? We often don't ask ourselves this question, do we? We don't tend to tune in on what need, emotional or physiological, is under our feelings that's not actually being met right now. Yeah? We don't tend to connect to this on a day-to-day basis, if ever. Why would we? We're running off autopilot most of the time. It's how we're wired. So our communication with ourselves can sometimes fall a little, reminder, can fall a little flat, right? So I invite you to tune in just a little bit and ask yourself, what do you need right now? I've been talking to so many people recently, clients, friends, my community on Instagram, who are actually feeling pretty anxious about coming out of lockdown. They aren't ready or don't want things to go back to how they were. Yeah, or perhaps they don't actually want them to be different. It's very individual. We might be feeling the pressure of not being quite where we wanted to be with the time that we were, in inverted commas, given. Perhaps feeling like we didn't use it to its full advantage, forgetting the fact that it's a global pandemic, guys. All rules for what we get done in what time frame kind of leave the building. We create these stories around what we should be doing, what's good enough and what's not. But according to whom? Who says? Who says we should have launched a business, mastered banana bread, learned jiu-jitsu, piano, and the Russian language in this time? There are many, many, many people looking forward to getting back to some semblance of normality, whatever that was. But there seem to be the same number, if not a lot more, people who don't want that, who have enjoyed being at home, who have enjoyed a different pace, whose inner introvert has been having his own pajama party, the people pleasers who've been free from obligation, the perfectionists who've been able to let themselves off the hook a little bit, the people who struggle with family, who've not had to see them, the people with the toxic friend they just can't say no to. There are a lot of people just simply not wanting to fill up their diaries again, not wanting to feel like they should or have to make plans. There is no right or wrong way to feel. That's just how you feel. You get to be curious about that though. That is the ticket. Yeah. And if it makes total valid sense, or if there's another perspective that will be helpful and more beneficial to you. Check in if there's any self-sabotage going on, right? But it's for you to challenge, not other people. That's not helpful and can just leave you feeling completely invalidated. I'm not saying blindly follow your feelings. That's kind of the opposite of everything that I teach in terms of making the unconscious conscious so it doesn't rule your life. It's about being conscious and curious of what's really going on for you without judgment. Curiosity is the opposite of judgment, but operating from that place creates some serious magic and can lead to profound changes for you. You get to set boundaries, but set boundaries with other people and with yourself. It's an integral part of the reparenting process. And the only way you can do that is to tune in to what it is that you really need. Those plans with friends who all want to get together, you can say no thank you. You can be honest and say that you don't feel ready yet. The anxiety feel, you can befriend it, understand it's there to protect you, get curious about it instead of trying to push it away and try to hear what it's trying to tell you. Where do you feel it in your body? A lot of people feel it in their stomach or their chest or their throat. For me, it's my chest first. That's how I know. You feel it before you think it, right? Could it be telling you that actually right now you just want to be a bit quiet? Could it be that you want to be on your own? Could it be that you just want more time with your family and to know that that's possible? Could it be that you need to change your environment? Could it be that you need to be in the company of another person, even if you still can't hug? Go to someone else's garden, sit outside. If changing your environment means going from your bed to your sofa, so be it, right? Could it be that you need a bubble bath and to meditate? There's absolutely no judgment to be made. Whatever comes up for you when you ask this question, what do I really need? As long as it's legal, kids. Let's please keep it legal. And let's also question, is this good for me? Is this a positive thing that I want? Or is it not? Yeah. Important. You don't have to try to be or do anything other than listen to your body. What feels heavy? What feels light? If ever a client is having a wobble or they're stuck in an emotion or in a spiral, this question is incredibly grounding into the present moment. And the answer can be surprising, but you have to ask, right? And you have to listen for the answer. It's amazing what your unconscious mind will deliver when you just ask. But we're not used to asking ourselves. We're not used to talking to ourselves in this way, right? Or listening for the answer. It can feel a little foreign at first. You may feel some resistance to it. Some stuff can come up. When we're asking, what do I want? What do I need? Stuff can come up around worthiness, being good enough, deserving. And if it does, it's okay. Just notice it. The more your brain and nervous system knows that you want to listen and give it a bit of a voice, the more it will let you. Almost every client thinks I'm a bit of a Fruit Loop when I start saying these things until they see the changes and see them quickly. They see how much easier life becomes with these tools that we should, in all honesty, be taught in schools. Basic how to be a human, right? So instead of feeling consumed by anxiety, feeling like you can't tell anyone because you shouldn't feel anxiety, try this. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? Get clear on what it is that you're feeling. Share with people because there will be more people than you know feeling the same. I asked in a poll on my Instagram and the majority of people said they were actually feeling anxious about things changing. So you are not alone. Yeah. And if you do, I'm so excited about this. If you do want access to some of my favorite emotional regulation tools and techniques to understand what really goes on in your body and brain when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, why you go there in the first place, and tools to be able to change that in the moment, and how to rewire your brain and nervous system over time for resilience, then I will be looking for beta testers for my new 6-week group program, SOS, Success Over Stress. Now, I'm literally mentioning it on here, and I've decided to prioritize this over the membership for now, because this was the thing that people are asking me the most, how to handle their emotions, how to not be on such a roller coaster. So I'm prioritizing this, and I'm mentioning it on here in this episode because you guys are my inner circle. And I won't be doing a big launch because this needs to be small, and the beta round will be a whopping 50% off in exchange for your fabulous feedback, positive and negative, throughout the program, which also means you'll get extra attention and be able to tell me what you need throughout. So if you want to be on less of an emotional roller coaster in your business and your life, then all you have to do is email SOS to hello@franexcel.com or DM me SOS on Instagram, whichever one floats your boat, and I will give you all the details and answer any questions that you have. This is distilling all my been there, done it, and got the t-shirt personal experience, my training and qualifications in multiple mind and body modalities, and knowing what actually works for me and my clients. And I'm also going to be bringing in a couple of experts in some other areas where stress can be affected and things like that. I'm so excited. Can you tell? I wholeheartedly believe this is going to be a real game changer, so I would love for you to join. I plan to start mid to late April 2021, depending on when you're listening to this, but I won't be mentioning it on the podcast again. So if it's calling you, all you have to do is just email me, hello@franexcel.com, or DM @I'mFranExcel. Notice if there's some anxiety bubbling up around this too, about even thinking about it. Notice if there's any resistance. Just be really curious about that, and then type out SOS and press send. Because for things to change, they have to change, right? So ask yourself, what do I really need right now? So if you got value from this and you know in your gut that now is the time to step up and start rewiring your thinking and start changing things for yourself, then book in a free discovery call so we can work out what needs to happen to get you from where you're at right now to the action-taking success you know you can be. If you want my eyes and ears on your problems, then I work with people one-on-one and through my programs. You can find all the details to book in a call in the show notes, the link in my bio on Instagram, and on my website, franexcel.com. So stop waiting for if and when and choose to change things now, because you 100% can. I am here to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. And as always, I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next week. Bye.